Hello everyone and welcome to class. Math class with Miss Time. Let's do this. Gotta get to class. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Time and I will be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? Yeah. I mean, it's in everyday life, so we kind of have to. Oh my, thank you for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies of Pokémon type matchups? Pardon me. For example, grass is strong against water, and water is strong against fire, correct? Okay, you seem to be good with Pokémon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokémon, what becomes of the move's damage? It's doubled! That's right, I knew I could count on you for this question, BK. Using moves of a type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, when using moves of a type that your opponent is resistant to, isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dendra's battle study territory, of course, but I thought it best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun, even for those of you who don't much like the subject, don't you think? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Time for the next class. Math 2. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy shopping? Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes? Even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited a Pokemart at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost 200 Pokken each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is 200. If you had 2,000 Pokken and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? It would be 11. Because you would get the Premier Ball. That's correct. Well done, BK. With 2,000, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of Pokeball, you will also receive one Premier Ball as a special white ball as a bonus. So the correct answer is, in fact, 11. It sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now, what a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Time for the third class, methinks. Indeed. Yes. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today, I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you've seen the following phrase crop up during Pokémon battles before: a critical hit. When a Pokémon attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. I don't know if that's very true. There's been times where, maybe what it is it multiplies the actual damage output by 1.5. It doesn't change the power of the move, it doesn't change the attack stat, it just is the result of the full damage that's dealt multiplied by 1.5. Even though there's a lot of Pokemon that have it multiplied by 50. And they instantly kill every Pokemon within a 10-mile radius. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit, or has one landed upon it. This can cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percentage chance a Pokemon has landing a critical hit? I just had to double check because I didn't want to get this wrong, but it is indeed about 4%. That is correct. Well done, BK. The chance of landing a crit hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Why, moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You can also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as Dire Hit. Both raise the crit hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a crit hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know. If you're able to do the calculations that'll swing luck in your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. It's not exactly easy to when there's an extremely strict time limit. Oh, our next class will be the midterm. Math midterm. Yes. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. Double damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a fire type move? So that would be half. You would get 11 because 200 times 10 is 2,000, but you would also get 1 bonus ball, so 11. 4%. 1.5 times as much. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. You're all concentrating so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions to pass the midterm and 4 correct to pass the final. Let's see how you did on your math test. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. Questions. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Miss Time asked us to give this reward to any students who passed the exam. 5 EXP candies, small. Keep doing your best. Math. Math was Miss Time, yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Hello everyone, well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores, and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell that you all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that this means you have all come to low numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses the move Workup, its attack and special attack stats will rise by 1 stage each. And as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack rises 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. So each stage is plus 50%. So 2 stages would be doubling the damage. So 6 stages is tripling it. Jeez. If that same Pokemon from our previous example were to use Workup again, both its attack and special attack will have risen by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase to damage dealt, making its moves twice as strong. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage after just a single use. Using Swords Dance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack stat by 4 stages. How much more damage then would this Pokemon deal? It would be triple damage. Wow, that's great! You answer this difficult question with ease, PK. Each stage that a Pokemon's attack or special attack stage stat is raised increases its damage by 50%. So when raised 4 stages would result in 4 times 50% or 200% increase. The base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, crit hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well. So even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2. And if it rose drastically, which I actually have not seen yet, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and X special attack items, which can only be used in regular Pokemon battles, not the raid. What is it? The caverns, the crystal caverns, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. That's the bell, what a shame. Today's lesson was a little difficult, so be sure to review what you've learned to stay sharp. I'll see you again next class. Ow, I hit my mic and that cut me a little bit, but that's fine. No blood was drawn, I don't think. Let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplications and percentages and the like. But today, we'll talk about percentages again. We'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon's moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of Tackle is 100, or 100%. If you were to use let me try that again. So if you were to use Tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put that another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves. You're already studying probability. Let me see here, perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90, its accuracy is 100%, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourself? Honestly, it depends on the situation. Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities, BK. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PPE or number of targets hit may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the Rock-type moves, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up about talking about these moves, but oh my, there's the bell, what a shame. Next class, we will I hate this language so much. I don't know why I have such a hard time speaking it. I can read it fine, I swear. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. I've always had so much time talking. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm trying to like speak at like a faster pace. And if it's not just like stream of consciousness type stuff, then I can't exactly like speak fast. But like I'm reading it on the screen. I don't know. Maybe there's just some neurological problem that I just haven't figured out yet. Oh well. I'll deal with that another day. And by another day, I mean another day and another year and another decade. So, hello everyone. I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, crit hits, stat boosts, and the like. All of these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there is an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokémon moves? Oh yeah, that. All you have to do is have your Pokémon use a move it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokémon uses the Rock-type move Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5. Really? So then that means Rage Fist being used by a Ghost-type Pokémon at the maximum of 350. I did that wrong. Times is actually like 525 power. And that's only getting hit like 6 times. Huh. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's different. Like maybe it's only like a third added, like 1.33 or 1.25 or something like that when the Pokemon has a dual typing. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and crit hits also add multipliers onto this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with 100 power. If a Pokemon that shares a type my gosh, I got punched in the face with a yawn. Sorry. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? Oh gosh, what is it? So it's 100, 1.5, so add 50, so it's 150. 150 times 2, I guess, would be 300? Oh, you did that calculation all in your head? Well done, BK! First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power. So, is that actually what it is? Is it's literally just power? So, the stat boosting is the damage dealt, but the type advantage, with the same type attack bonus, and an opponent being weak to that move, can pretty much triple the power of the move. I should have probably done this before. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terastallizes and its Terra type matches one of the original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. So that is true then. Okay. So then it becomes 200. So it's basically a base power of 400 then. If it's same type attack bonus, terastallizing to the same type, and the opponent is weak to it. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. Yep. Sorry. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what you really need to. Redoing that. In the end, your own innate characteristics, I freaking hate that word, are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I really should have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach all you eager students about numbers. Next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Let's do the final exam of math. Yes. To the final exam. Batman. You need to do the math final exam, Batman. Alright, everyone. Alright, Batman. It's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? So it'd be 5. Right? Oh gosh, I have to do mental math. Because it's not... Because if it was 10, it would be 6,000. So then you half that, so it's 5. And since it's not 10 or above, you don't get an extra, so it's just 5. Water type... Oh geez, all of this stuff. If a water type move with a base power of 100 lands a crit hit... Wait. Water type move with a base power of 100 lands a crit hit on a grass type Pokemon. So 75 then. Because it would be doubled. Nope. It would be 1.5, so 150. Then you divide 150 in half to get 75. Under normal conditions, what percent chance does Stone Edge have to to land a crit hit. That's 12, I think. If a Pokemon uses Swords Dance twice to boost its attack by 4 stages, that'll be triple. How much damage will its physical moves do then? Triple damage. If a Rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is Rock Terastallizes, will the power of its Rock-type moves be multiplied by 2? Alright everyone, time's up. This test was the culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. I don't know if I got that. Feels great to get it tested out of the way. Let's take a look at the results. Must get 3 and 4 to correct the passive moves. 5 out of 5, yes. Thank goodness. Okay. It's a passing score. Congratulations. Miss Time asked us to give this reward to anyone who passes the exam. A cookie! No, it's 5 EXP candy mediums. Keep doing your best. And with that, that is the end of this math class lesson of Pokemon. That was... I don't think it could get better. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button down below and subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications when I upload more videos. Because I'll keep doing it. I'll be here. Alone. Because that's my life. See ya.